In this video, I'm going to show you some key words that appears in the Bible, and it will open your eyes about the leavened bread and the unleavened bread, the identity and how it relates with corruption, which is the handiwork of the unseen unholy one. So first is we have to know and to acknowledge that there are people who are in this world who are doing the bidding of the enemy, because scripture clearly shows in 1 John 5:19 that this world is given unto the enemy. It says, we know that we are children of God and that the whole world is under the control of the evil one. So we will connect this later with prophecy in the future when world governments are all in subjection to one whole control, which is called the one mind, which is spoken in the book of Revelation. And it has been exposed by a lot of ministries that this is the new world order. And we will go back to this tab later on, but first we have to understand the leavened bread and the unleavened bread. What is unleavened bread? Unleavened bread is equated to the bread that no leaven has been put on it, and the unleavened bread in the Bible is Jesus. He's pure. So when you put a leaven on the bread, there's a scripture that says one leaven leavens the whole lot. It means it poisons. The enemy is very, very cunning and very good with poisoning. What does it poison? It poisons the bread. It poisons the word, because Jesus actually said, I am the bread of life. So imagine if there is an instruction and it is corrupted, you are getting a corrupted instruction. In fact, I will show you another fascinating scripture and you can verify it yourself. Jesus said to beware of two leavens, the leaven of the Pharisees and the leaven of Herod. What does it mean? What is the greater understanding of this? You can go and look at it, but I will just tell you in a macro perspective. The leaven of the Pharisees are the religious order, because back in the day, the Pharisees are of the religious order and they were always at spat with Jesus. What is the leaven of Herod? Herod is representing the government, because back in the day, during the Roman time, he was the one, the one who was the leader in Rome. He was the Herod, and they were all in connivance with each other. So you see, the state is Herod, the religious is Pharisees. When state and church are in connivance with each other, there is always going to be corruption, because there is always going to be power. These two are the culprits, and they will be the blueprint of what's going to happen within the future, which is the new world order. And I will show you a video here in which the Christians are in an essence been targeted, and they are in top of the list by targeted by world governments today. And you will not believe what this ministry will say about what he knows.
Are number one on the list of religious extremist possible terrorists. We're above the KKK. We're above Al Qaeda. We're above the Muslim Brotherhood. What's that about? Okay, you know what that means? In a time of crisis, they come after us first.
Correct.
And you all know what happens in Nazi Germany, where it led concentration camps and so on and so forth. Now, all these prophetic signs happening, are we supposed to be paralyzed in fear and do nothing? No, that's what the devil wants us to believe. So I shared the vision I had of a great awakening in America. Now, people think, well, that interferes with Bible prophecy. It's amazing how people think everything good interferes with Bible prophecy. Okay? No, because there's nowhere in Bible prophecy which says you can't have a great... It's amazing the lack of logic and common sense people use in their arguments. There's nothing in it.
So Now I tell you that this world is given unto the enemy. Look at that, 1 John 5:19. The world is under the control of the evil one. And it is also scripturally supported, because in the scripture that says, the Son of Man appeared to destroy the works of the devil. Who is the Son of Man? That was God. That was God, Jesus in the flesh, who came 2,000 years ago, and he was persecuted by church and state. And it's going to be a repeat under this new world order. Satan has a lot of his minions here on earth. I will show you an article here. You can read about this. And look at that. You can type this in and you can read the whole thing here. And it's this persecution, things like this, which are just a little bit of news from here and there, which you can read, and you can just tell that this thing is going to just blow up in the face during the period of the rise of the Antichrist, because that is coming. And it is, I think it's not going to be even like 5 years, and it's going to be here. You have to be prophetically always be engaged and look at what is happening around you.